for you. When you use the roller, if it's comfortable for you, it'll warm you up a little quicker. I'm going to use it to warm up. And a small ball. If the ball provides too much feedback, take it out. If you don't have one of these little guys, you can use a soft soccer ball, soft volleyball, or pillow. I'm going to start out on the roller, warming up my spine, some pelvic tilts and some articulating bridges, and then some small circles. We're going to take it up from there. Just easing right on into it with those pelvic tilts. Getting a little bun out the way. Arms are long at your sides. We're going to go in sets of 5. And if you're really stiff, go ahead and stop the video and go for 10 of each if that's what you need for that particular day. But just to save time, I'm going to go in 5s for my warm-up. This is number 4. I've got one more pelvic tilt. My feet are that nice 2 fist distance apart, armpit distance. Long through the arms, lift on up, and gently lower down. It's going to be a little bit of a bar-inspired workout as we start to strengthen through your calves and through the hip girdle. There's going to be a little bit of yoga in there too. Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, a little downward facing dog is a transition. We're going to get 2 more of these, and again, if you need to stop the video, we're going to start out with the pelvic tilts, the articulating bridges, and the small circles, so you'll know where to pick right back up from. I'm going to go for my small circles for my shoulders. My blades are touching. And we'll get 5 the other direction. Let's go for a couple reach for the skies just for the heck of it. That'll help your upper body be ready. Exhaling up, inhaling down to hug the shoulders around. Then I'll draw my arms out and down. I'm going to float my right leg up to tabletop. Keeping the abs pulled in and scooped up. Go 5. 2. And you'll see it's going to be a nice slow progression. So we're not going to jump into anything too quick where I'm going to take this up to. And 5. And we're going to take our attention to the feet going into high half toe. On your exhale, I'm just going to have you gently peel your heels up to go to those toes. Exhale, lower them down. We're going to go for 4 more of those. Good. And the next one, as we take this up, as this becomes a little bit easier for you, you can also take up the number. I'm going to grab my small ball now, or a small pillow, towel, whatever works for you today. And on this next exhale, I'm going to peel the heels up. I'm going to take a second breath, and as I exhale, I'm rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. And I'll take a breath, exhale, roll my spine back down, lower my heels back down. We have 5 of those total. So exhale, peel the heels up, take a breath. Exhale, use those lower abs to scoop and lift the spine up. We'll take a breath. Exhale, peel back down. Good, and we'll peel those heels down. We'll exhale the heels up. And then we'll take that spine on up, and then we'll lower the spine down 1 vertebrae at a time, and the heels. We have 3 more. We're going to stay a little bit segmented with this, just so we can get used to the weight. And keeping all parts of the toe ball down, pressed down, so you're not rocking up on just the big toes, or just the little toes. And we'll exhale, using those abs to lower, and then the heels. Here's number 4, as we peel the heels. And gently lift the spine, and we'll lower the spine back down, and then the heels. Last one, we'll gently pick that up, and carefully lower that down. We're going to place the ball off to the side for a moment. Good. We're going to lift on up into a bridge, peel right on up, and then now roll back into high half toe. We're going to stay here in that bridge. We'll exhale, tap the heels down, inhale them up. And tap them 2 and up, tap them 3 and up, tap them 4 and up, and tap them 5. We're going to stay up here for a moment. We'll float one arm up, then the other arm. We're just going to work on that balance there for 3 big breaths. So full breath in and a full breath out. Think of the shoulders being relaxed. The legs have a lot of your weight, and so do the core. So your toes are still light, even though they are your guide on the ground. One more full breath in, and a full breath out. And we'll gently lower down. Go ahead, hug one knee in at a time in case things are cramping. We're going to do 5 ankle circles here to continue warming up. And then we'll gently switch sides. We'll hug that knee in, stretching the lower back in 5 ankle circles. And then we'll gently lower that leg down. And if you're comfortable doing a full roll up, take the arms where you're comfortable, roll on up. If you're not, carefully roll off to the side. We're going to sit our roller on off the way now. We're done with it for right now. And for this video, most likely, unless you need it for a little bit of balance, we'll swing over on hands and knees, and we'll go into a couple cat-cows. Getting the spine a little bit warmer. Hand and body prepared. Make sure the fingers are spread, and those index fingers the same line as your spine and your mat, and that you're leading with your pelvis. This is your exhale as you gently scoop in and up. And it inhales, you lengthen, bringing the chest and heart forward. We're going to do one more after this one. There's our last cat-cow for now. And again, if this is one you need a little bit more, just hit pause and do a couple more. We're going to come to our table, and we're going to take the shoulders and turn to look. If you're looking behind you, and bring the hip towards that. Come back center. And we're going to go the other direction, and then the hip, come back center. Let's get one more of those. Shoulders, and then hip, and back center, shoulders, and then hip, and then back center. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under to prepare to go into downward facing dog. We're going to press the hips up to the sky as you shift your weight back, keeping all parts of the toe ball bones on the top down and all parts of those fingers down. We're going to gently just walk through the heels and walk your dog. You can have a little sway there, or you can just keep it linear. Whatever feels better for your body, take and go with that. Biceps are spun forward. Let's get one more, meet in the middle with walking those dogs, and start to press back. Shoulder blades are going up towards those hips. And again, if somebody was pulling you through those hip pockets. And then we're going to take a breath, and as you do, we're going to roll up on those toes and gently lower them down. We're going to roll up and lower down. I'm just going to gently turn so you can see what my body is doing. You're rolling up on those toes and rolling back down. We're going to get 3 more sets. So we have 8 of these. And rolling up and back down. And rolling up and back down. And rolling up. Here's our last one. Now we're going to roll up, take our gaze forward, and baby step up. Go into an easy forward fold for a moment. Give yourself a full breath in, full breath out. This next inhalation, bring your hands to your shins to go for half lift. Pull the belly button in, lengthen through your spine, heart forward. Exhale back into fold. Make sure the big toe ball mounts are together. Check out your feet there. Heels are apart about an inch, inch and a half. We're just going to gently roll up. Roll your shoulders. Take a breath. We're going to take our feet apart now. Go for hip width. Take your right foot forward. We're going to send that left foot back. We're going to go into our warrior one. Prepare to open up the hips. Make sure the left hip is forward. Good. You're sending your right hip back. We're going to bend into that right knee as you straighten that back leg and secure those feet with that super glue on the outside edges. We'll send the arms up gently, squeezing through the shoulder blades. Just letting those hips open up. Give yourself one more full breath here. We're going to exhale and transition into warrior 2. We're going to slide either foot, whichever is easier for you, in line with the arch of the back foot. Make sure those hips are opening up. Thighs are rotating outward. Shoulder blades are down and a little bit of a squeeze together. Good. Another breath. And then we're going to transfer into high crescent lunge. We're going to walk that foot back out to where you were for warrior 1. So you've got a wide stance. We're going to rotate the arms and the hips forward. Lengthen through the ribs in the back. Spin that back heel around. And we're just going to just lengthen through that back leg for a moment. Press fully down into the big toe ball mound with that right foot, as well as the heel. Give yourself another breath here. Left hip's coming forward, right hip is back, so legs are really active. We'll lower the arms to our sides, and then on down, 10 lunges. Just gently drop that back leg, squeeze off that right glute. Just really small, we're not trying to go for distance down, we don't want to go down shin height. Just working on that glute and ankle stability. It's 4, inhale down, exhale, zip the abs up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to gently pivot that leg down, back to warrior one. Float your arms up for a moment, and we're going to just gently roll down. Place the hands down, baby step forward, forward fold, full breath in, and a full breath out. Next breath in, a half lift. Gently exhale that down. We're going to plant our hands and start to walk our feet back to an easy plank. Sending those heels back. Keeping the shoulder blades squeezed. Send the head forward, abs are in. Carefully lower the knees. Flatten your toes. Sink back into an active child's pose. Full breath. Release that breath. And with this next inhale, carefully coming up back to table. We have that other side to do. We're going to tuck our toes, make our way back into downward facing dog again. We're going to turn our toes outward this time. Heels are coming towards each other. Send the shoulders back. Spin those biceps forward. We're going to roll up on those toes and gently lower those heels. 1 for 8. And carefully roll up and lower. And roll up 3 and lower. Roll up 4 and lower. 5 and lower. 6 and lower. Abs are in. 7 and lower. 8 and lower. 9 and lower. Whoops. Did I say 8? Well, you got 2 bonus ones. I'm going to spin those heels back. Send the hips back. The shoulders. Take a breath. Come up on the tippy toes. Look forward. Baby step your way back into forward fold. Give yourself a full breath there. Didn't mean to trick you. Heels are apart. We'll release that breath and inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale back to fold. We're going to soften through the knees. Take that breath. Exhale, scooping the abs up and in. Bringing the arms up and around, and we're going to prepare for warrior one on that left side. So we'll take the feet apart. Keep that left foot in place, big wide step back with that right leg and spinning that foot out. Remember, one side may be very different, so just be kind to your body and let it do what it will do to be able to catch up and strengthen both sides in an equal manner. Keep that knee bent, weighting the big toe ball mound as well as the heel. Those feet are super glued. Then we'll float those arms on up, keeping the shoulder blades gently squeezed together as you push the chest forward and up. We're going to hold this for 1 more breath, and we'll exhale, walking that leg slightly in alignment for warrior 2. Your gaze always follows that front arm. You always want to make sure to keep the shoulder blades slightly squeezed together to protect the neck. Opening up through the hips. You should feel this in those outer thighs. Go ahead and give yourself another breath. And we're going to walk the leg back out, whichever one it happened to be, and each may be different again to prepare for high crescent lunge. We'll rotate through the upper body, coming back to warrior one, sending the arms up, shoulder blades down, lifting through the ribs. Then we'll pivot on that back leg. We're going to hold this for a moment, pressing down through all parts of that front foot. Arches lifted though, so you do have pressure in the heel as you're balancing on those toes in the back, keeping that leg lengthened. So we've got a lot of activity in both legs here. 1 more breath, and then we're going to go into our active lunges. We'll start to float the arms down, keep the shoulder blades down, and we'll lower on our inhale. Exhale, zip the abs up. And we'll lower 2, and up. And lower 3, and up. Lower 4, and up. Lower 5, and up. Lower 6, and up. Lower 7, and up, lower 8, and up. We have 2 more, 9, and up, and 10, gently up. I'm going to pivot that foot back around. Good, we'll float the arms up for a moment to warrior 1, and we'll gently fold down, stepping the legs in, going back to that nice forward fold. Full breath in, and a full breath out. We'll inhale the halfway lift, pull the belly button in as the heart goes forward. Exhale back to fold, plant through the heels, prepare to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time and roll your shoulders. We're going to take the feet apart a little bit. Just go right to hip width apart, just to make sure you have enough room and it's comfortable for your knees. We're going to get the final set of calf raises here. We're going to do these standing because they're a little bit awkward and not really meant to be done in downward facing dog as we did our others. And this is where you may need your roller or a chair for balance. And making sure you don't start to list in. We're going to gently roll on up and roll back down. We're going to go for 8 for this time, for real. Keeping the abs in. And your body is going to come a little bit forward, and that's perfectly normal and perfectly fine. And if it's uncomfortable for these, put on shoes for these. But if you can, start on a comfortable, nice, thick mat, barefoot, so you get a little bit more work. But if that's not working, put your shoes on. We've got 3 more, I think. I lost count there. Might be 10 by accident, but you can stop at 8. We'll gently come down, pivot those feet forward. Make sure you have a little bit of room, and I'm going to turn a little sideways on my mat, and that you might need going for the same width you would normally go for a squat. We're going to push our hips back and float the arms forward, keeping the shoulder blades down, and lengthen through the tailbone as you would for the chair. We're going to put our weight on that left foot, because we're going to start with the right side. We'll lift the right leg, transfer the weight, but try to keep it out the leg. Use the glute and tap it back in. I'm going to tap out, little transfer so you feel the glute activate, and back in. I'm going to inhale out, exhale in. Going for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm going to go 10 quick, tapping out, staying a little stable. If you're feeling really like, oh, that's really easy, you can also roll up on the ball of that left foot. That I was going to save in 2 weeks. But if you're comfortable, go right ahead and tap fast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gently lower down, and we'll switch sides. Transfer the weight to that right side. And step up, transfer, feel that left glute activate, so you're keeping it out the leg and back in. 2, and in. 3, and in. Abs are in, shoulder blades are down. We're halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now we go for those quick ones. Roll up if you like, but make sure you do it on both sides. And here we go, tapping quick. Abs are in, shoulder blades are down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll gently come in, roll down to a forward fold, and prepare to grab that little ball, or whatever you're using today. Carefully roll up. And we have 5 fun squats. These are bar squats. They're not the normal ones that you would normally do. And this, you may need the back of a chair or your roll, or the foam roller again for a little bit of balance. We're going to sit back into a squat, but nowhere near as far as you normally would. You might normally sit here for your squat. Just go halfway. So here comes the fun part. We're going to roll up on the toes, come up tall, bring the heels down. Sit, roll up, lift up, lower down, going for 5. Then we'll reverse our direction. Come up, lower down, sit back for 4, heels up, stand tall, use those abs, press back down. Good. This is all wobbly, and I've got double mat here. And now I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to come up, sit back, lower my heels, up tall, calf raise, squat, heels down, up tall, calf raise, squat, heels down, up tall, calf raise, squat, heels down, up tall. Here's our last one, calf raise, squat, heels down, and up tall. Roll your shoulders. Sit this off to the side for a moment. If you need to do a little quad stretch, which you might very well need to do, stretch each quad. And if you need your roller or the back of the chair, if you're using a wall for balance, use that as well. We'll do a little hamstring stretch. We'll take the foot forward, press those heels back as if you were sitting into a high stool. And then come up, get the other side. And if you need to pause this and do this a little longer, just pause it, do it a little longer. I'm trying to make this quick so you don't have a ton of tape to watch. And then we're going to gently come down for a little bit of ab work to finish. We're going to do our half rollbacks. We're going to get 5 of those just to make this nice and complete. We'll float the arms up with our inhale, exhale back. 1, inhale 2, exhale back. Inhale 3, exhale back. Inhale 4, exhale back. Inhale 5, exhale back. Grab our ball, bring it here. We're going to float our knees up for our obliques. Inhale, exhale, zip the abs. Shoulder blades are down. Good. Here's 3, 4, and 5. And the other side. 2. Really zipping those abs and on those exhales. 4 and 5. We'll float the arms out again. Reaching up and forward fold, and you made it. Add anything else on you want to that, but this is the start to prepare you for your play. Go ahead and stop it, Scott.